Thanks for joining me for this week ahead weather forecast from the Met Office. It's going to be a largely dry week across the country, and slowly temperatures will be rising just a little bit as well. This area of high pressure will dominate our weather. It's just kind of ambling in from the Atlantic, and it's going to mill around close to the UK throughout the working week. At times, weather fronts will topple in over the top, bringing a bit of rain to northwest Scotland, and there will be a few showers here and there, but for most places under the influence of that high pressure, much of the week will be dry. What about temperatures? Well, if we rewind back to the start of the week, we are post this cold front, so we're in quite cool air to begin with. Gradually, as that high pressure edges in and we see a bit more in the way of brightness day on day, temperatures will start to rise a little bit, and it will go from below average to around or perhaps slightly above average temperature-wise as we head towards the weekend. So it's going to get a little bit warmer. Let's go through the days one at a time, starting with a rather fresh-looking Tuesday morning. Under this area of high pressure, it is going to be pretty chilly, with maybe even a hint of blue on the chart there, suggesting that some rural spots won't be far off freezing to start the day. But we should also start with quite a bit of sunshine, certainly across England and Wales. Now, there will be more cloud across northern Scotland, a bit of patchy rain here, and that'll trickle through the central belt, bringing a few showers here, and then into southern Scotland and northern England, a scattering of afternoon showers, maybe some for Northern Ireland. But many places will avoid the showers, and certainly across the south it's looking dry. Yes, some cloud, but some sunny spells. And northern Scotland will probably cheer up too after a bit of a grey start. Still a brisk northerly wind blowing over the Northern Isles. Temperatures here struggling to get out of double digits, but elsewhere we're going to be in the mid-teens, perhaps high teens across the south. So still a touch below average in most places for the time of year. It'll turn a little cool as we go through Tuesday night under the influence of this area of high pressure, the isobars opening up, so relatively light winds. And then we've got one of those weather fronts just toppling in over the top of this high on Wednesday. So during the day, cloud will thicken over the northwest of Scotland, and we'll see some outbreaks of rain coming in here. Again, most other parts looking dry and fine on Wednesday, but there will be a sprinkling of showers developing through the afternoon over eastern parts of England. Again, one or two heavy ones possible, but for the majority it'll stay dry. Some cloud, but some decent spells of sunshine, and temperatures just starting perhaps to creep up a little bit. It's feeling cooler with that rain in the northwest, however. The high is still with us as we go through Wednesday night and into Thursday, but at the same time, another one of those weather fronts from a low pressure way up north is edging in, and this one will bring some rain again to northwest Scotland, but perhaps also a little further south into parts of Northern Ireland late in the day. Again, for eastern Scotland, most of England, Wales, it's looking dry, some clouds, some sunny spells, just the chance of one or two isolated, but perhaps still heavier showers across eastern England. But the vast majority dry, and temperatures now are more widely in the high teens, 16 to 19, perhaps 20 Celsius, where we see a bit of sunshine, and the wind's still pretty light at this stage. Although a brisk breeze as this weather front starts to come in from the northwest. That line of rain is that weather front we saw earlier, bumping up against the high pressure. It kind of gets wrung out a little bit. So although it is moving in during Friday, not going to provide too much in the way of rain, but there is the potential for some heavy showers on Friday. So that's one we need to keep an eye on. Some uncertainty about exactly where, but the potential for one or two heavy showers during Friday. Again, I suspect the majority will just be dry and fine with some sunny spells, and we are seeing at this stage 20, perhaps 21 in the south, and even further north, 17 or 18. So temperatures will be rising as we go through this week and into the weekend. That's likely to continue. Again, high pressure is still dominating. Again, weather fronts are trying to push in from the northwest, but the high extending across the country will be the dominant feature. So things are likely to stay dry into the weekend. Obviously, we'll be keeping you updated as we go through the rest of the week, and you can keep track of things yourself by hitting subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and of course following us right across social media.